What's up, guys? Before we get into today's video, I want to remind all of you we're doing a big fundraiser this spring for Kentucky turkey research. This funding is going to a new project. It's a very similar scenario to what we had last year in Alabama. This project is going to take place in central Kentucky, where they have had pretty serious declines in their turkey population. The scope of the project is very similar to the one that was in Alabama last year. We're going to be helping them fund song meters. We're going to be helping them buy laptops for the students to do research on, putting GPS transmitters on hens to monitor reproduction. All sorts of stuff is going to be involved with this study in Kentucky. It's a really big deal. If we can meet our goal and get to 40 grand, I think we can help them kickstart this thing. Whatever you guys fund is going directly to this project. It is actually going to buying song meters. It's going to buying equipment for the students to use. We already showed you guys that with the Alabama study, and we're gonna go back and do the same thing in Kentucky next year once it gets going. So if y'all can help us out with that, that'd be great. I'll put a link down below where y'all can go to our website and donate. In the meantime, I'm gonna go back here and see if I can roost a turkey. Appreciate y'all watching.
I'm good.
Somebody got robbed, son.
You better look at this. This isn't good.
Been there
taking it out.
Well, we saw a guy parked there earlier in the day. Like, we figured somebody was camping. He just kind of left that stuff to reserve that spot.
You saw a guy there.
If you caught the last episode, you know that we found a bunch of birds to go after while scouting the day before season. On opening day, Greg and Ted decided to hike in deep to go after a bird they had roosted the night before. Meanwhile, Warb, Hayden, and I were going after a bird that was roosted much closer to the road. With other hunters and a rainy forecast being a concern, we were going to try to set up as close as possible, assuming you'd be one of the first birds to receive pressure.
Hayden, you got a check engine light on.
Yeah, that's my O2 sensor. Whatever that is.
It's the thing that blew out on the Apollo 13 before they had all their problems up in space. The oxygen.
Good thing we're not taking this thing to space, though. If it blows out all right, we just broke down on the road.
Yeah, basically just get to the top of the bench before it starts getting real steep and cut over.
Yeah.
It's a cool move.
I like that little ridge there. It runs down to it. It'd be getting right in there somewhere. It's like last night, we were roosting turkeys that were almost 5 miles walking distance from the road where we parked the car. And today, the thing's literally roosted 350 yards from the truck right now. I got my Ted Zangerly special on underneath my hoodie. Wearing my rain jacket underneath my outer layer. Poor man's waterproofing. It's only calling for 1/10 of an inch all morning.
Yeah, 1/10 of an inch.
Afternoon, another 1/10 maybe. Periods of rain. So it must just be that crappy, spitting rain all day.
Yeah.
All right, we're going in on this turkey that we heard yesterday. We heard him 2 different times. Hayden heard him last night. We went to roost, and me and Jake heard him yesterday morning. Both times he was on this same little ridge. Weather's a little bit different today, obviously. It's raining out right now. It's supposed to keep raining for another hour or so, but we've got a pretty good pinpoint on him, so I'm gonna try to get in there and get right underneath of him. The woods are quiet. Should make it a lot easier for slipping in there. As long as we can keep these cameras dry, we ought to be able to get pretty close to him.
It's going pretty good.
It's going on. Dropping a bone this way.
Are you dropping back?
Going back that way.
Too good.
See that?
There he goes.
Jake, get ready. Here he comes up.
Right there. Far down the ridge. Gun left. Head's going through.
How far?
30. See her? There's Tom, I think, behind it. I'm good.
No. Wait. Jake, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
us out pretty bad.
Well, when they get to 5 yards.
That hen?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was right there. Is it Jenny?
Yeah.
I think both of them. I think all 4 of those turkeys are year-old turkeys.
Yeah.
Those jakes were gobbling together, making it sound like it's an adult gobbler. As the turkeys we heard yesterday morning, those are the turkeys Hayden heard last night, and those are the turkeys we just called in. Oh man, pretty though. Getting to see them come up there like that.
Yeah.
I saw that one in front of him. Like, that's got to be a longbeard. His head just pure white.
Yeah, I saw it pop over. I'm like, here we go.
And I called and he started coming right up the ridge. I'm like, oh my, this is going to be cool. And then cigar butts. He swung around this ridge, did everything right. I feel like, longbeard that's been hunted ain't going to act like those turkeys. He's going to pop up on this ridge and start looking for a hen. If he don't see one real quick, he's getting that guy there.
Hopefully Greg and Ted are into some toms. We got to get these cameras covered back up though.
Yeah, these cameras are soaking wet, so we gotta dry them out and then figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
While Aaron and the guys have birds all around them, Ted and I's morning started off a lot slower. We set up on a gobbler that Ted had roosted the evening before, pretty much in the same spot as the one that we had listened to that morning, and very possibly the same bird. We got within a couple hundred yards of where Ted had thought the bird was roosted, but never heard him gobble. But we did hear and see a couple of hens in the area, and assumed he must have got down, got with some other hens right away, and just went quiet. With the rain letting up and the weather improving, we started slowly working the ridges, calling down into the creek bottoms, hoping to strike up a gobbler.
Gobble.
Well, somebody got themselves a bird this morning. At least I assume so. I just stopped here to call down into this big creek bottom here. I thought I could hear some hens across responding back. All of a sudden I could hear a little bit of putting, and then boom.
I'm
Well.
surprised. I wonder how that guy got on him. Because surely if he gobbled in there, we'd have been able to hear him.
Yeah. Well, from the sounds of it, like there was a bunch of other turkeys that were starting to putt just as he shot. I'm guessing there was a group of hens and that Tom was probably with him.
Yeah.
Assuming that was the one that we were after this morning. Maybe what he did is just got down, went some hens down into the bottom, working their way through, or who knows. I mean, that could have been a whole nother group over on that other ridge. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
He's going. Well, we finally found one. Did some light yelping on this ridge. He gobbled not far away. We got sat down, called him one more time, and he gobbled close. He was coming right in. He popped up at about 30 yards, and I could see him, and I could kill him like I had the bead right on him. But Ted was blocked by this tree right here. Could have killed him, but there wouldn't have been any video of it, other than 360 camera.
Maybe.
Nope. So there wouldn't have been anything. Not sure what happened there. I went to turn my gun camera on, which was fully charged this morning. This must have accidentally got turned on at some point today, because it died immediately. The 360 camera here, which is always reliable, I thought I hit that and can see it out of the corner of my eye that it turned on. And I just pressed it and there was nothing there. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras and 0 of them got that turkey on video. Aaron texted me to see if they got. Nope, Shane got one. That boy, Shane. Is that a color phase? No, just got some radish. I can't say that I've ever had that happen. Like, just everything's just dead.
I could have leaned, like I could have tilted the camera and probably got on him, but it's like I didn't know if I should.
Yeah, I mean, in that,
want to spook him, and, you know.
yeah, I mean, in that scenario, he's gonna spook anyways. Like, we don't have good cover here. Like, it's something like that. It's worth a try, because if all it takes is like for you a second to get over there, and then if you're like, I'm already on him. But again, you're talking about like 1 second of footage. Like, there's just not much. And people might think we're crazy for passing up something like that when because it's not on video. And maybe we are. We probably are. And again, I almost shot him because I thought, well, I've got a couple other cameras rolling that would pick him up, but we would have had nothing. Absolutely nothing. There he goes. Just gobbled back over here.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. He might still be in the game here. He just gobbled twice on his own, back behind us. So, like I said, he didn't spook back. I think we might still have a chance at him. I'm just gonna go up to that deadfall first, hit a call, and see what he does. All right. Yeah, sounds like it. This might be a situation where you can fall back and call. Okay. I'm just gonna slip back to where you are and I can self-film. Okay. I think we're gonna have a hard time coming into gun range. Yep.
track of him and never saw him again. But it could have been one of the jakes strutting too. Well, got into a little bit of action this afternoon.
Probably 100 times.
They made up for all the gobbles we didn't hear this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gobbler drifted off and then started gobbling on his own again, so we repositioned slightly. And then this time, Ted fell back and started calling behind me because it's just so wide open in here. I mean, when we sat up there, I was like, I didn't think there was any way we were going to be able to pull him in all the way with us, two of us sitting there, without decoys this time of year. So Ted went back and called and started reeling this bird back in. And I thought it was game over. He gobbled a couple times coming in. Finally, I caught a glimpse of him. He was kind of moving back and forth between some trees, and then lost sight of him for a little bit. And the next thing I know, all of a sudden I see a full strut gobbler just running towards me. And I don't know if it was him or if it was this group of jakes, but it got so confusing there. It was just a melee, a bunch of turkeys chasing each other around. So my interpretation was we were calling that gobbler in, and then these jakes heard him gobbling or were close by and then just came in and ran him off. But anyways, they just kind of worked their way over the ridge, and they were gobbling on the other side of it, but they wouldn't come up over. I never saw the longbeard again. Presumably that's what we were calling in originally, was the longbeard. At least we had a little bit of excitement. Shane got himself one. Haven't heard from Aaron and Jake recently. They were on a bird, so they may very well have one down, and Ted and I are gonna run out the clock here in the last 4 minutes listening to this group of jakes gobble. Just got one strut. Maybe we can get in there and whack him, boy.
Did you hear him in there, boy? Yeah. Gotta find a place to cross. There's a place to cross right there. Right there. I think he's in that bottom.
Yeah.
I think he's in that hole back there. He's down low. Those crows are real close to him.
He might be on, like, in that.
Yeah, he very well could be. But I think if we get right there around the point of that ridge and that pretty bottom, he'll come to it. We just left that spot where we, dealt with those jakes and jennies this morning. Came over here to an area where me and Jake heard a bird gobbling yesterday. Actually heard a tame turkey, and then a wild turkey gobbled to the tame turkey. Didn't you film a hen right off this road too?
A couple of them.
It's a good spot. And we got one gobbling in here. It's cold and wet, but he's going, so we're going too. Jesus. Weirdo. Couple cats. Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother. Close. It's closed. I think he's in that bottom. I can drop back this way. Probably this one and shoot right there. What is that? Across there, 30 yards. Yeah. That's only 20 yards right there, though. I can drop back in this Stik stuff a little bit further that direction. Well, what I was thinking is if you go that way about 75, those bigger trees, maybe get around the back and see that green thick stuff right there. Just to keep him down at the bottom. Right, and see if he'll come right up to that pretty bottom. Go wide and then hook back into that little train. Yeah, but stay 60, 70 yards there. We're just gonna set up right here. Hayden's dropping back behind us to try to pull this turkey right down the edge of this creek. He's just right here in this little low bowl here in front of us. We just about ran him over. I held him right there and he cut me off. But we haven't called to him yet up in here. There he is, right there. better bail, huh? Let's bail.
That might not be good.
What stuff is that?
Mine?
It is?
Yeah. Might have got robbed, son.
Well, you'd think they would have taken the cooler too then.
I think it might have fallen off. I don't know why it'd be way down here.
We better look at this. This isn't good.
It was pretty wet. They didn't want the food.
Why is it sitting here?
I don't know. We're more than a mile away from camp.
Doesn't look like it fell out.
Looks like it's placed there.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to camp and see.
Camp and see, I guess.
What's going on, Wood?
Well, we didn't camp up here at our, what I would call our base camp last night with Greg and Ted. And we were driving up the road to go to where my big tent is. And one of our coolers and Jake's clothes were just sitting in the side of the road. Like somebody grabbed them and then took them a ways and then left them.
It's like a mile from where we're camping.
It doesn't make any sense. It's either somebody's playing a prank on us or I don't know.
Or they took it and they're just like,
Nah, we only need one of these coolers.
I don't want all these burritos, and this guy doesn't have very good style. I don't want his clothes.
They could have done that. Hard telling. It's weird. I know that. It's real weird. Hopefully the rest of camp's still there. Guess we're about to find out.
Maybe Bald Eagle picked it up or something.
Right. It looks like they got down the road a ways and then decided they didn't want it and set it there. And they didn't want to bring it all the way back up here, I guess. Everything's still there. They just took the one Yeti cooler in your clothes. I guarantee that's what happened. They tried to steal something and they were gonna be like, I want a Yeti cooler, and they grabbed it and then they grabbed your clothes bag because it looked like there might be something cool in there, and then they realized it's just a bunch of cut off sweatpants.
I hope
the heck with this.
That's funny. Yep. All good.
That's weird. That's real weird. I don't know what to think about that. Pretty good day of hunting. Just couldn't close the deal. Here you go. Here's some gluten for you, Jake.
Thank you.
Whoa, hey. Easy, Greg.
Easy.
Slimy. Had to beat on one's head.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dang.
No footage.
Dang.
Ted wouldn't film him.
Come on, Ted.
Get on him.
Tell him what we just found.
We're driving down the road here, and if you notice, the brown Yeti and Jake's clothes bag is gone.
So it was you guys' stuff, huh? Down the road? Yeah. Was it there the other day or what?
Last night.
I was going to say, it's all wet. It seemed like it was. It's been there a while.
Taking it out. Because we saw it, and we thought, and then we got back and we wondered if it was ours, and then we got back here and it wasn't there, but then your tent wasn't there, so we thought you guys took the stuff.
They took it, must have felt bad about it or something a mile down the road.
And then left it there.
Dropped it.
Well, we saw a guy parked there earlier in the day, right?
Yesterday,
at least I did, or
day.
yesterday, whatever it was. We saw, like, we figured somebody was camping there. And just kind of left that stuff to reserve that spot.
Strange.
Wonder if he saw you drive by and was like, I better get rid of this stuff because now they're going to realize that it's gone.
Could very well be. I said, that looks like our cooler. I think I said something along those lines, and he said, well, that paper's not on the top of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize the bag. What was the bag?
Grandma's bag.
Oh,
The bag your grandma gave me, or gave you, and you gave me. It looks like kind of nice. But Gorb's just like, they probably thought there was something cool in there, and they
Is there
just.
a bunch of camera stuff in there?
No, it's just all my clothes.
Right after we got here, and it was about, I don't know, 9 o'clock, and some guy comes pulling up and basically just whipped it right around and said, how's it going? And kept going.
Give her some juice.
Someone roll up on us and at like 12:30 at night. Thought there were hunters coming in the morning, and then looked at the phone, saw it was only 12:30. So I don't know what they were doing.
It's no good out here.
Probably.
No good.
What are we doing?
New area.
Huh?
We're going to a new area. Camp.
We're going to our buddy Chris's place. He's got a place nearby, and it's gonna rain starting sometime tonight, right?
Yeah, like 3 a.m.
So we're probably gonna edit tomorrow some. Hopefully we get some turkeys roosted tonight, and we don't want to get our stuff stolen. So
Yeah.
another reason.
Any more of it stolen?
Yeah.
Between the thievery and the weather, probably a good idea to move.
Somebody left us a note. We just now saw it as we were getting ready to leave. It says, was wondering if that Yeti cooler down the road and duffel bag is yours. And it was. So thanks, Ryan, if you're watching this video.
Somebody's looking out for us.
Yeah, somebody's stealing our stuff and somebody's letting us know where it's at. So now we gotta go pick it up because it's right down the road. Hopefully it's still there. They ripped the stuff off the top. Oh, there it is.
So there's that. Ted and I drove by this the other day. I said, is that our cooler? And then Ted said, well, the sticker's not on top because Mindy puts everything that's in there on a list and tapes it to the top. There's like 90 some burritos in there. So anyways, we didn't think anything of it. We drove by thinking this was somebody else's because there was a vehicle that was parked right along here that looked like they were gonna camp and hunt here. So we just figured it was their stuff. Turns out it's our cooler and Jake's duffel bag with clothes. Now we'll see if they took any burritos.
Doesn't look like it.
It looks about right. So I don't know. I guess we're thinking either somebody was messing with us and knew that we would see it and just pick it up, or somebody stole it, felt bad about it a mile down the road and just pitched it out.